AITAH for telling my best friend to divorce his cheating wife? Apparently, my life is a fucking soap opera, and I can't understand why. I'm an introvert who just wants to be left the hell alone, but here we are, knee-deep in drama. For fuck's sake. So a few weeks ago, my best friend Dan called me in the middle of the night. He said he needed to talk and drink. I was out walking around the city, trying to clear my head because I've got a lot of heavy shit going on in my life right now. Big decisions that could change everything. But when Dan calls like that, I know it's serious. This guy is the type who'd rather stay inside forever and never interact with the outside world if he could. So the fact that he wanted to meet me in person? Yeah, I dropped everything and went. We sat down at a bar, and he just dropped the bomb. His wife was cheating on him. He had proof, texts, photos, the whole 9 yards. My first reaction was, why the fuck are you telling me this? You've got the evidence. What do you need me for? But then he said he was still in love with her, even though the betrayal was tearing him apart. He was a mess, crying, conflicted, and completely lost. After about 10 minutes of him sobbing into his drink, he looked at me and asked, "What should I do?" Now let me be clear. Dan knows me. He knows I'm not the type to sugarcoat things. I'm honest to a fault, sometimes brutally so. So I didn't hesitate. I told him, find a divorce attorney, get the papers ready, and serve the bitch. Simple, clear, no room for misinterpretation. He asked me why I was so sure, and I told him the truth. Betrayal is the one thing I can't stand. It makes my blood boil. I also told him to find a new place to live and change his number so she couldn't track him down. Cut her off completely. We stayed at the bar for about 3 hours. Dan cried most of the time, but he seemed to take my advice to heart. A few hours later, it was morning by then, he actually contacted a divorce lawyer. And 2 days ago, his wife was served with divorce papers. Now here's where the drama I hate comes in. Apparently Dan told his wife about our conversation, and now she's furious at me. For the past 2 days, I've been bombarded with angry texts and calls from her parents, and even her friends. They're all convinced I'm the villain in this situation. Like, excuse me? I'm the bad guy because she couldn't keep her legs closed? Give me a break. I only replied to one text from Dan's now ex-wife. I said, bitch, maybe you should have thought about the consequences of your actions. Now fuck off and go to hell. Slut, yeah. Maybe that wasn't the most diplomatic response, but I was pissed. And honestly, I stand by it. Cheaters don't deserve sympathy. But apparently my text made things worse. Now everyone's acting like I'm some kind of manipulative mastermind who forced Dan to divorce her. Look, I gave him my honest opinion on what I would do in his situation. He wasn't obligated to follow my advice, but he did. And I still stand by what I said. Cheaters are scum, and I'll never apologize for feeling that way. So AITAH for telling my best friend to divorce his cheating wife? Because right now it feels like everyone's blaming me for her mistakes, and I'm just so fucking tired of it.